Hi there. For the last 2 months, I've opened our Friday update videos with a joke of some sort. But this has been a difficult week across America, and frankly, I'm struggling to find my sense of humor. So instead of making you laugh, this week I'd like to offer some perspective, and perhaps plant a seed of inspiration. As part of the Boys and Girls Club's national conference this week, I had the privilege of listening to Denzel Washington address the staff and volunteers from Boys and Girls Clubs across the country. He spoke to the struggles that underserved children face in America every day and how it's compounded during this COVID-19 crisis. He talked about how, with all of the obstacles these kids face, he knows the Boys and Girls Clubs are prepared to help them overcome them. While I don't have his remarks from yesterday available for you at this point, here he is with a little perspective.
He stood about 5'9" tall, but he was a giant. Billy Thomas. He ran the Boys and Girls Club where I grew up. Now, I know today is different. Young people face problems I never even had to think about. But that's why now, more than ever, we need the Boys and Girls Club. It's a positive place where thousands of people like Billy Thomas help young people succeed. Does it work? It did for me. Support the Boys and Girls Clubs.
With this week's news full of violence, sickness, and hatred, we at the Boys and Girls Clubs are offering something different for children in our community: hope. School has been canceled, sports have been canceled, even the Quad Cities' summer staple, the John Deere Classic, has been canceled. But hope has not been canceled, and we are seeing that right here in our community. My shout-outs this week illustrate that. The Taco Bell Foundation announced this week a nearly $38,000 grant to help the Boys and Girls Clubs of the Mississippi Valley fund our educational programs at our teen centers in Moline and Davenport. That generous gift will inspire an incredible amount of hope in the teens that we serve, providing them with greater opportunities to graduate from high school and pursue further education. U.S. Cellular made a tremendous donation of $10,000 to our COVID-19 Operations Fund. Deirdre Blake, an executive vice president at U.S. Cellular, said, "Boys and Girls Clubs have always been a pillar in the neighborhoods they serve, but this pandemic has shined a light on just how much impact their programs and services have on kids, families, and communities. As local club leaders are doing whatever it takes to care for our youth, we want to do our part to make sure they have the resources to provide these critical services while staying safe and healthy." Wow. Finally, our very own Royal Neighbors of America, based here in Rock Island, announced a gift of $3,000 to support our programming. Amy Jones with Royal Neighbors says, "Battling this pandemic is truly a community-wide effort, and it's only successful because you and others are joining together to make a true difference in the lives of our neighbors in need. We are honored to play a small part in these efforts with this gift. Amy, we are honored to have you as a partner in serving those who need us the most here in the Quad Cities. Thank you." I invite all of you to please join me this week in bringing some positivity to social media. When you see or hear about anything incredible in our community, post it online and use the hashtag HopeQC. I will follow your posts and report back. Until next week, remember, because of you, hope is not canceled.
Dear Boys and Girls Clubs, I wanted to write a thank you letter because I see you in the news all the time, doing good things for people everywhere. But one thing's for sure, because of you, I know hope is not canceled.